Hi, I'm Cody. Let's talk parks. The St. Clair Street Senior Center, much like other park facilities, offers an abundance of programming, and what makes a lot of these programs so successful is their partnerships with community agencies. Recently, the center hosted one of their less traditional partners, and they came together on a program geared towards the health of our furry friends.
Recently, the St. Clair Street Senior Center opened its doors to some new visitors. And you could say these visitors are of a different breed. As part of their outreach program, Beasley Animal Clinic made a house call or center call with the goal of providing affordable pet services to owners who frequent St. Clair.
So here at St. Clair, we don't just take care of the seniors, we take care of our animals too. And so Beasley Animal Clinic is going to provide rabies shots free for our seniors here today. I'm really surprised that we've got 50 dogs this year and 14 cats lined up to be vaccinated. Actually, it's turning into an annual event. This will make our 4th year of providing rabies shots for dogs and cats.
I know, I'm so sorry that you're going to be It means you're taking care of it.
We like to offer our outreach program through St. Clair Senior Center to help out the seniors who maybe can't afford to get vaccinations at the normal prices. They can afford dog food maybe, but not vaccinations yearly. So Beasley has partnered with St. Clair to help out with this problem.
Each pet was seen by appointment, and the process was quick, orderly, and painless. Well, almost.
Vaccinations, rabies and distemper parvo for dogs, rabies and feline distempers for cats. These are their children, so we're helping to keep their children going for them, keep them happy and healthy.
With the minimal cost of a little time and a few supplies, pet owners were very, very grateful.
I love this program. It's just a blessing to come once a year for free, and all they ask is if we can donate, items for the pets and stuff, and when we can do that, we certainly do. I don't know what else to say. I can't praise this program enough.
This program isn't just for those seeking services. It's also for those seeking to serve as volunteers.
It's wonderful. It's very rewarding. Of course, it's time consuming, but I love it. I've been coming here now for about 10 years, and hopefully it'll be 10 more that I'm here. And I would advise anyone, if they have time on their hands, that they need to do something, they need to come to St. Clair because it's a wonderful organization, a lot of friendly people, a lot of fellowship. We just have a lot of fun, and I love it, and I would suggest anyone to come, and volunteering is one of my passions. I love it.
With events like this and others on the center's calendar, there's only one thing to do.
Get off the couch, come on down to see what we're doing here at St. Clair. We got things to keep you busy and people for you to meet, so come on down, join us.
This annual event has grown in number each year and seems to be bred for success. Speaking of annual events, our next story is about more of a tradition than an event. You see, Movies Under the Stars has been around almost as long as the Park and Recreation Department itself. And with 5 movie locations, there might just be a feature presentation showing in a park near you.
With school out and warm weather in full effect, it's time to enjoy the summer. And what better way to do it than with a movie under the stars?
Murfreesboro Parks and Rec has been doing Movies Under the Stars since 1947. It is our longest running program. It's been going on for 72 years. It's free, it's for families. The movies are usually PG or G rated. That way anybody can come to the movie. They don't have to worry about would it be appropriate to bring the family members or not. People just bring a lawn chair, blanket, whatever they want to be comfortable. We show 1 movie a week for 8 weeks, but we show it at 5 different locations. So Mondays we are at Barfield Crescent Park. Tuesdays we are here on the Civic Plaza, and that's new this year. We tried to pick locations and make them even throughout the city. Then Thursday nights we are at Richard Siegel Soccer Park. We are down by the neighborhood park where the large playground is. Friday nights we are at Cason Lane Trailhead. And that is probably one of our most popular destinations because it's in a walkable community. So many people that live in the Cason Lane area just walk on down, ride their bikes, bring their dinner with them, and they just set up and enjoy the movie on Friday nights. And then last year we changed the Saturday location to the fountains at Gateway, which is adjacent to our Gateway Island. The fountains has a nice green space, so it's artificial turf. So that site usually has a couple hundred people. That is the only night that Parks and Rec doesn't sell concessions. If they come to us Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday, we have a concession trailer where we sell popcorn, snow cones, sodas, and waters. It's a limited menu, but everything's $1. The movies are free to come and attend. They start at 8:30 p.m. Usually people will start arriving a little bit closer to 8 so they can kind of pick a spot. Most of the movies are about 90 minutes to 2 hours, so that kind of gives you an idea of when they're going to end. Sometimes the weather doesn't cooperate because it is outdoors. And if you are wondering if we're going to have the movie, we always post on the Murfreesboro Parks and Rec Facebook page. Our four-legged pets are welcome to the movies. We just thought if anybody brings a pet or a dog that they keep them on a leash. We ask that people not smoke where everybody's seated watching the movie. If they have to smoke, that they go away from everyone else. And just be respectful that during a movie, keep the conversations at a minimum, maybe silence your cell phones just like you do in a movie theater. For the most part, it's families that come out and everybody has a great time.
Movies Under the Stars may be the longest running program in Parks and Recreation history, but it only happens in the summer. To find out more about the next feature, check out the city's website at www.murfreesborotn.gov/parks.
Remember, the Parks and Recreation's Facebook page has the list of movies, locations, and cancellation information, so be sure to like their page. Next, what do you get when you combine the desire to help people around you with about 700 to 800 plastic grocery bags? Do you give up? Well, a group of ladies at the St. Clair Street Senior Center have volunteered their time to find out.
What began as a simple craft project has now grown into something so much more. See, these ladies are not just recycling for the environment. Their efforts are helping members of the community who are in need. Who knew that collecting, gathering, and saving plastic bags, combined with a little time and instruction, could create something so valuable like a mat that could be used over and over again?
This is my sister-in-law. We started out, I told her that some people here wanted to learn how to do this. So I talked to Kathy and we got the class going, and this is our sixth? I think this is our 6th week that we've been at it.
It's probably been 2 years ago, and I picked it up on the internet. And then these ladies wanted to learn how to do it, so they asked me would I come up here and teach them.
A desire to help was step one, but the next few steps is where you really see the transformation.
First of all, you need to collect some bags, and then we take and fold the bags flat, and you cut both ends off, and then you cut the handles off, and then you proceed, we recycle all of that, and then you proceed to cut your bags into strips. And then after you get them in strips, then you're going to start tying them together like Ruby and Sherry's doing over there, like this. And you just keep tying, and then eventually when you get enough tied together, you roll it into a ball, like this. They call it twine. And this is what you crochet into a mat. And these are a couple mats that we've done, and this one is a little different. And they use these mats for curtains, sidewalks, mats under their blankets to keep their blankets dry if they're sleeping on concrete, or in their tent.
This group was actually scheduled for just 1 day a week, but it didn't stop there. This project has moved beyond a class and the center walls.
A lot of these ladies take this home with them and do it at their home too, while they're at the house.
Usually it takes me about 2 weeks to finish one, start and finish. Of course, I don't have children at home, don't have grandchildren at my house. It's just my husband and I, and this gives me something to do.
Hundreds and hundreds of bags that would otherwise be thrown away are now serving a new purpose, one that helps and not one that hurts.
I've dropped most of them off at Journey, but I have dropped them off at the Coal Patrol, which is run by Scott Walker.
And there's one more thing someone brought up. There's this many fewer garbage bags out there.
Or in the
water. Or, in the water, in the wild, trying to fly around.
Classes are offered daily at St. Clair, and so are opportunities to lend a helping hand. Interested? Pay the center a visit in person or go online to www.murfreesborotn.gov/parks.
Now, this is just one class of many offered at St. Clair, and if you take a look inside the Rec Connection, you'll find a whole lot more. Our last story takes us out to Barfield Crescent Park and the Wilderness Station, a place where you can see nature close up, especially the ones with wings. And with a pair of binoculars provided by the Wilderness Station as part of their bird watching program, it's even easier.
If you're not familiar with the Wilderness Station, you could call it the front door to an outdoor Murfreesboro experience with more than 275 acres of backcountry wooded area, a campground, and approximately 5 miles of hiking trail just outside. The station is a staffed, educational, and recreational facility with programs for the public on a wide variety of subjects. And one of the programs people seem to be flocking to more and more is birding.
We're going to just take a short little hike through the woods and work on our bird identification skills. Birding is actually a pretty popular sport, I guess. I don't know if you'd say it a sport, but it's a pretty popular activity that a lot of people like to do. And in fact, the more people we can get involved with identifying and counting birds, the more information we can gather for scientists that work at the national level, and so we can better understand bird populations and migration patterns.
Do you guys want to kind of congregate in the shade? And I'm going to bring those binoculars out to you. Sounds good. And I'll be right back. Okay.
Birding or bird watching is the observation of birds in their natural habitat, and Tennessee has a great diversity of bird life. Birding also falls under the heading of recreational activity, so it's a great way to exercise your body and your mind.
Today we are out at Barfield Park, Barfield Crescent Park, with the St. Clair Senior Center members. We are working in, while the weather is nice, we've been doing some outdoor walking programs, and today we are doing one themed around bird watching. So we are doing this in cooperation with Murfreesboro Outdoor. They're going to take us on a guided tour of the Barfield Crescent Outdoor Trail. At the same time, they're going to point us out some birds, and they've provided some binoculars, which is great to have. So we really appreciate what they're doing with us today.
So if you just want to pinpoint on that and kind of focus your binoculars. Oh, right there. Right here. Yeah, yeah. So back and forth, depending on, it's all going to depend on distance and all that stuff. So find your flower and then raise your binoculars up to your eyes. And it kind of takes a little practice to get it right.
Observing is just the beginning of bird watching. Learning to identify birds and understand their habits is the main goal. And suddenly life becomes more interesting when you become more aware of wildlife around you.
It's pretty healthy habitat back here, actually. It's beautiful wildflowers, and it's just a nice respite from, I don't know, just daily life, I guess. Many studies have shown the benefits of spending time out in nature, and this is a great place to do it. So the Wilderness Station is kind of like your welcome building. Just come on in and grab a snack and ask the ladies anything. They know everything there is to know about this place, and there's some guides, and we do a lot of programmings here too.
Bird watching is an ideal social activity. You can share bird knowledge, experiences, and newcomers are always welcome. So if you're looking for an outdoor activity like birding, contact the Wilderness Station at 615-217-3017.
The Wilderness Station at Barfield has programming year-round, so if you're interested in the great outdoors, this is a great place to start. The Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation is an award-winning department with services that target athletics, aquatics, cultural arts, fitness, outdoor recreation, and much more. If you'd like to get more involved, be sure to check out the Rec Connection, the city's website, or like the Parks and Recreation page on Facebook. I'm Cody, and this has been Let's Talk Parks.